This is going to be one of my least watched videos, and I already fucking know it. But this is how and why I shoot the way I shoot long draw. It's going to be long because I ramble. And I'm going to put out a whole bunch of fucking information that hopefully, fucking mosquito, is correct in its format. You'll understand as I go along. I shoot long draw different. And I'm going to start with all of that saying, if you are comfortable, you've got a good anchor, and you're getting, say, above 50% on hitting a 60 mil target at 33 feet. If you're hitting above 50% and you've got a nice comfortable anchor that you are able to repeat, everything is boom. Stay fucking there. If you want more power, up your thickness, your elongation factor, your taper. You can do all of those things to get more power before you decide to go to fucking long draw. One, short draw. Okay, all shooting sports are inherently dangerous. Yeah. Long draw is more dangerous than short draw. There's a lot more things that can go wrong because there's a lot more elastic in the system. Plus, it's whipping past your fucking head. I'll leave it at that. As an example of things that are amplified with short draw versus long draw. With short draw, if you're here and you got a little bit forward, you'll get a little swing on it, right? Now this has got a tapered fork, what I call a slanted or tapered fork. See how it just has a little bit of a crown, a little flat, and then it slides down. It lends itself to being tipped forward a little more. Whereas this is a Moen Weiler creation. It's a marriage between this and this. Now this is what I call a flat top. Everything on top is perfectly flat. And it's great because if you're new to shooting or whatever, a lot of people really love flat tops. And I have to admit that flat tops are probably one of the easiest style slingshots to shoot. Because when you got it out, you could automatically see if you're tipped this way or tipped this way. You'll get a gap or you'll see it. You'll see a crease right here. So you know that, okay, I'm 90 degree to the target. I'm 90 degree to me. You can see your, right here. If you're an instinctive shooter, okay, I don't know if that even matters. Being able to see the tip for aiming. But these are super intuitive. They're easy because everything sets up to where you can line up and shit. You'll be able to see if your forks are not right or tipped like at an angle because you'll be able to see this. It really identifies any inconsistencies or flaws in your hold. So flat tops are awesome for that reason. Short draw is a lot less dangerous because with short draw, your likelihood of getting a return to sender is lower. Fork hits, yeah, that's inherent with any, but with long draw, a slight miscalculation on where your pouch is can cause a fork hit way more often than with short draw. Okay? And I'm sure I'm missing some shit on why short draw is better than long draw. But like I said, if you're comfortable and you're getting good accuracy, fucking stay there. I wasn't. And I was back here shooting, and I'd already broke a couple pair of glasses. And I was trying to do the 90. At the time, I was pinching like this. That's how I held my pouch. Now, as I went back with long draw, it bent my wrist, and it wasn't comfortable. So this was comfortable, but I just it wasn't working for me. It wasn't working. I couldn't get, the pinch was comfortable, but that was the only thing that I found I could repeat. And maybe this somewhat, but not really. Ha, got you, you little motherfucker. So I started experimenting, or I started bitching about it online, video of what I was doing and my problems. And I think it was Mikey Paul. It was like, dude, you're halfway there. Just go to Butterfly. I was like, whoo, Butterfly's dangerous. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So in the process of going to Butterfly, I got the standard Butterfly kisses, and those are kind of easy to explain. With the Butterfly kiss, it can be that you've got your generally you're going to get a forekit if your pouch isn't like even, if it's tweaked, because one side's going to retract faster than the other. It's only milliseconds, but because of the amount of distance, it allows travel. So, when you're shooting long draw, and hey buddy, fucking squirrel. The reason most people get a Butterfly kiss, this is my opinion, and I shoot a 45, not 90. I shoot about a 45, and when I come back to, I'm an anchor at about 90 degrees, right? I push out, right? So I'm like this. Now this is correct. I don't know if you can see the band really good, but the band is running straight. This is not. See it? It's just a little bit. That, my friends, is called a Butterfly kiss, because you're pushing too much pressure on your cheek. So you have to learn how not to push on your cheek. I need to shave right there. So when you push out and you're here and you've got just barely touching it, so that's in that case, I guess you would say you have a floating anchor and a fixed anchor with Butterfly, because if you're touching it, you know where it should be touching, right? So you're touching it, but this can still move, but you'll feel it. You'll feel this hand move. So you get your anchor set, you get your floating anchor set back here, and you get your regular anchor here. And for me, I see both bands, because right there is instinctive, or one eye closed, and I can only see the top band. This way I can see both bands unless I tilt my head, and that hurts my neck. So that's why I shoot about a 45, and I shoot instinctive. I guess I should have started with that too, but all those different pieces allow me to feel where the bands are, and I can keep my head straight. Keeps my neck feeling good. Yeah. Now the other piece that I do wrong, and it's wrong because you're supposed to be 90 to the target, 90 to you, straight up and down vertical. Or if you're at a 45, 90 and 90, and these are both the same distance away from the target. Right? That makes sense? Good. That's not how I shoot. I shoot what would be called a starship, because your forks are in front of your handle. And I shoot straight wristed. So most people shoot like this, their wrists are bent, right? So you're like this. Look at that, how much room you have in there, right? You got all that room. That's not how I shoot. It's another reason that I would tell you, if you decide to change how you're shooting and all that. This is a leather glove I got from either GCK or Precise, and it works. It's double thick. The leather's not thick, but get it wet, wear it, and let it dry on your hand, and then roll it when you go to put it away. It'll help it hold its shape and lay flatter on your hand. I'm not going to put it on because it's a pain in the ass for me to get back off. I've got it so shrunk up to where it fits perfect. It's hard. And you need to be able to see this in order to see these better. Whatever. So, I'll come back, and then I tip forward. I've got maybe a quarter. I used to have them flat, just laying flat against my hand, but now I keep about a 1/4 inch. That 1/4 inch helps me from hitting my fucking hand. Just saying, shit hurts. When I was shooting short draw, I didn't have a thumbnail for about a year. But that's how I shoot long draw. Now, one of the reasons I got to this position was I wanted to be able to shoot a pickle fork and a slingshot and not have to worry about changing this. Because the twist and tweak, well, if you twist and tweak a slingshot, you're probably going to get a fork hit. You know, and you got to remember to flick, right? Well, I don't have to do any of that. And I'll step back and I'll shoot my slingshot, this guy. And actually, you know what? I won't even shoot. I'll shoot 3 slingshots exactly the same way. Hopefully you can see it in the video. And I'm not really aiming. There's a frying pan hanging up over there, so I'll kind of aim towards it, but not really. So this is what would be considered a starship because my forks are in front of my frame. Step back. Make sure I ain't got no twist in my band. Thumb is down right behind the first knuckle of my pointer. I get my anchor. I don't shoot with my elbow up because it hurts my shoulder. I push forward. Let me step back a little more. Push forward. I tip to where I'm just about to touch my hand. And I let go. Like I said, none of this is the way you're supposed to shoot. But it works for me. I don't know fucking why. It just does. So, this is a pickle fork. That might be 13 mil. This is a gapper. I call that one pecker. And this is just a Saker, and this is a standard slingshot. Okay, I got all the twists out of my bands. Thumb down, right behind the first knuckle. I push out. Now this, because these bands are on a post, I don't know. I can't remember the Chicago bolts. I can't remember what the fucking style attachment is. But because of that, I have to tuck up a little more, and that's because I don't want to overstretch the bands. Come forward, I tip, get to my 45. I got a fork hit that time, and I can explain what happened. I fucking got concentrated on this little doohickey that usually hangs down, but it was sticking up. So let me do it again. Put my finger through my hole. Step back. Come on, get out of there. Okay, that's right. Grab it. Thumb down, right behind the first knuckle, push forward. Now for the Saker. And I'm telling you, I don't know why it works. I just know that it works for me. For whatever fucking reason. Make sure I ain't got no twist in my band. Come back. Thumb down. Right behind the first knuckle. Grab it. Come back to my anchor. Push. tip to where I'm just about touching. I don't know why it works. It just seems to fucking work. Yeah, every once in a while, if I'm not paying attention, like making a video, I will get a fork hit because I'm paying too much attention to dialogue and not enough to my slingshot. But if you've gotten one of my slingshots, send a shout out to Dan, because he's why I started making them. I got a couple of his last year at ECST, and this year I decided to make a bunch. Last year I decided to make a bunch for this year's ECST. So that's why I brought them. So I got it. Let me step back, show you again. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. All right, you see the thumb down. You see it, right? I'm going to tip it forward, and as I step back, now I'm going to come to my 45, come right off my hand a little bit. And that, my friends, is how I shoot a fucking slingshot long draw. Once again, I'm going to tell you, if you're having good success and you're comfortable, those two things are going on, and you're shooting short draw, fucking stay there. There's a lot less things that can go wrong. Overall, it's cheaper. It's just easier. And the way I shoot limits me somewhat into what kind of slingshot I can shoot and be accurate. As an example, I showed you the fucking flat top, right? For me, if I'm going to shoot a flat top, and I know this isn't actually a flat top is just one piece, but that's what I call these, because the top of the forks are flat. I have to aim here, because when I release, the ball is going to come up and it's going to sling. And if it's at distance, because of the style of fork tip and the way I shoot, it slings it even more. So the further away it is, the more over here I have to aim. You know, and which I shoot instinctive, so I don't really fucking aim. I use the body's natural ability to point and spatial awareness to aim. That was from a Nathan Masters simple shot video. I started fucking getting twisted. But that's it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now, because this bitch is almost 20 motherfucking minutes. But if you want to try doing it, fine. Fucking try it. But wear your fucking safety gear, a lanyard, safety glasses, and I would recommend some kind of glove if you're if you think, hey, I might want to try straight wristed. Wear a fucking glove, because you're gonna hit yourself. No fucking questions about it. And this little motherfucker is awesome. So, have a good one. And I'm going in now, because it's fucking hot. And I've been out here for a couple of goddamn hours because I fucked up and didn't use the mic on the first time. Bye.